High distinction students, seek education with a perfect tutor. So we are still looking at citizenship. This is the second video for the topic citizenship. Here we are going to look at naturalized citizenship. Naturalized citizenship, qualities of a good citizen. Apart from that, we'll also look at the duties and responsibilities of a citizen. 3 things. Let us start. So, as we discussed in the previous video, naturalized citizenship is the type of citizenship acquired by an alien after applying and meeting the prescribed conditions. So we said, as you are a foreigner or an alien in another country, it is very possible for you to obtain citizenship in that same country. Now, there are prescribed conditions that you need to meet for you to apply or for you to get the citizenship in that country. So before we discuss the prescribed conditions, I would like to let you know that naturalized citizenship may be partial or complete. Depending on the enjoyment of rights by you, or let me just say by the foreigners. So what do we mean by partial or complete? Partial naturalized citizenship, when you obtain this one as a foreigner, you won't be enjoying all the rights and privileges granted by that country or state. But for complete naturalized citizenship, there won't be any discrimination in the enjoyment of rights. You'll be enjoying both civic and political rights. That means that's complete naturalized citizenship. So there are 2, partial and complete. So let us talk about the prescribed conditions that you need to meet for you to acquire naturalized citizenship. The first one is the rule of residency. The rule of residency. This one requires foreigners, or let me say aliens, to stay in the host country for at least a minimum and uninterrupted period of time. Uninterrupted period of time. For example, in Zambia, the minimum period for foreigners, for them to meet, for them to qualify for citizenship of our country is 10 years. A continuous stay of 10 years in Zambia, you qualify to be a citizen. That's the rule of residence. It differs from one country to another. So don't go to other countries and say, I've stayed for 10 years, give me the citizenship. It differs from one country to another. 10 years is just for Zambia. The principle of declaration on a prescribed form. This one is just a form that you, as an applicant, the one who is applying for citizenship, needs to fill. You fill in, providing your intentions as to why you want to become a citizen of that country. Why do you want to become a citizen of our country? So you fill a form. Renunciation of previous citizenship. This one requires the applicant to give up the previous citizenship and take oath of allegiance to the host country. You give them the previous citizenship. No, I was a citizen of Malawi. Now I've come to stay in Zambia, so I want to be a Zambian. So you give up your previous citizenship, then take oath of allegiance, meaning you become loyal. You become loyal to the host country. Start following their rules and principles. That's what it means by you take oath of allegiance. Marriage. A spouse can obtain citizenship of another spouse. Your husband is an American. You can obtain citizenship through marriage because you need to unite. You need to be together. So you can obtain citizenship through marriage. You want to be together with your husband or your wife. So these are the 4 basic rules, or let me say the 4 basic prescribed conditions that aliens need to meet for them to apply for citizenship, or let me say for them to qualify for citizenship in their host country. I hope we are together. So, as an alien, you become a citizen, right? You acquire the citizenship, you follow all those prescribed conditions, you acquire the citizenship. Now, there is a possibility of deporting you back to your own country. So, for example, if you commit a crime, you are in Zambia, you came from, let me say, Tanzania, then you are residing in Zambia, you have become a citizen of Zambia, then all of a sudden you commit a crime. Zambia can deport you back. That deportation is referred to as forced repatriation. But sometimes, as an alien, you can go back to your own country just for some reasons, maybe just some personal reasons. You just want to go back. It's not forced. That one is called voluntary repatriation. Voluntary, just on your own, you want to go back. So differentiate forced repatriation from voluntary repatriation. Qualities of a good citizen. As a good citizen, how are you supposed to be? Living up to democratic principles. This requires the willingness to participate in the affairs of the state, such as exercising the right to vote. Living up to democratic principles. Contribution to national development. This is the readiness to render every kind of service to the nation. Every kind of service to the nation. You are able to work. As you are working, you're getting your salary. Your salary is contributing to the development of the country, because you use your money to buy some other things from people, and those people actually depend on you indirectly, but you also depend on them indirectly. So we depend on each other. By doing that, you are contributing to the development of the nation. So as a good citizen, you must be able to contribute. Self-control. This is the ability to control oneself and respect others in order to avoid conflicts. Just take a small misunderstanding, you fight. Just take a small misunderstanding, you bewitch your friends. So, as a good citizen, you must have self-control. Conscience. Some may say conscience, some may say conscience, whatever, as long as you meet in spellings. It's just the sense of responsibility and service towards the community. A good citizen, you must be responsible. You must be responsible. You must have that conscience. If something is not going well in the community, you must have that sense. You must be guilty. You must feel guilt to say, things are not okay here. Things are not okay. Good citizen. Are you a good citizen? Ask yourself. Perseverance. This is the willingness to work under difficult circumstances in order to accomplish worthwhile goals. Continuous attempt to do something. That's the meaning of perseverance. Continuous attempt to do something. You fail, you repeat. You fail, you do it again. You fail civic education on the exam, you write it again. That's perseverance. As a good citizen, you must have perseverance. Are you a good citizen? Empathy. Having concern or compassion for the well-being of others, especially the vulnerable in society. Do you help people in your society? Do you help people in your community? Those people who lack clothes, those people who lack food, do you help them? Are you being a good citizen? Then you have empathy. That's the characteristic. Patriotism. The sense of love and loyalty to the state. You should love your own country. You should be loyal to your own country. Meaning you have to follow all the laws, the rules, the principles enshrined in the country's constitution, because you love it and you are loyal to it. So this is also a characteristic of a good citizen. You must be patriotic. Courage. Courage. The strength to stand up for one's convictions when conscience demands it. Are you courageous enough to express yourself in certain situations? For example, things are not going well in the country. There are riots everywhere. Political parties are fighting. Are you able to stand up as a citizen? Or even you just go on Facebook Live, you talk about it, or you go to radio stations, you talk about it, or you go to ZNPC or any other media platform for you to sensitize the community or the society. Have you ever done that? Are you courageous? This is a quality of a good citizen. Respect for the law. The willingness to work through peaceful legal means to change unjust laws. Do you follow our laws? Do not steal. Do you follow our laws? The right to life. Do you follow our laws? The duties and responsibilities of a citizen. So these, let me just say, they are same as the characteristics. They are the same as the characteristics because we'll just change the English here. It's just the English. For example, a citizen has got the responsibility to be patriotic and loyal to the country and promote its well-being. Isn't this patriotism? This is patriotism under characteristics. So you just need to change the English. To contribute to the well-being of the community where that citizen lives, including observance of health control. This is empathy. This is empathy. Just the English. Promote democracy and the rule of law. Respect the law. It's there under characteristics. So when they tell you to say list the duties and responsibilities of a citizen, simply change the English under characteristics. Form the duties and responsibilities. For example, as you have seen here, under characteristics, we are saying a good citizen must be patriotic. Or let me say, under characteristics, we are saying one of the characteristics of a good citizen is patriotism. Patriotism. But under the duties and responsibilities, you will say a good citizen must be patriotic and loyal. So it's just the English that you should change. Otherwise, we'll just be repeating the same thing and you'll be confused at the end of the day. You're perfect, Tutor. See you next time.